All right, Sandra, 8.2, Destination Canada.
Okay.
Case study.
Thank you so much. Well, so this, of course, I'm so proud to say that staff have been working with the Federal Tourism Agency, Destination Canada, over the winter months on a case study for Destination Wasaga. And so essentially what this is it is a case study that will be provided to communities across Canada that really points to our community and to the Destination Wasaga Master Plan as a point in case of a best practice for other communities. I just want to quickly outline, go through a couple of the slides to show you what it looks like so that the community, for the benefit of the community as well. It begins by talking about a brief introduction of Wasaga Beach, and why this matters is that it actually tells the whole story of Wasaga Beach from the very beginning, from the very early starts of our community to how it's grown to right through to the 1970s when the province came in and took a deep interest in the beachfront. It tells the whole story, and it's fantastic to have that story told and to have it all there so that it's on record. It also then leads into the development of the Destination Wasaga project and how we got there. So it highlights Council's advocacy, the motion that Council passed in 2024, asking staff to advocate with the province to move Nancy Island Historic Site and parts of the beachfront into the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Gaming, and the success that we had in achieving those asks. It goes on to outline some of the things that are making this particular project very successful, including the fact that there are private sector champions, specifically naming the investments by the Stonebridge Building Group and Sunray. Of course, it also mentions the support from the province and the importance of collaborating and building partnerships with all levels of government. Finally, what's very important about this case study is that it truly highlights some of the guiding principles behind Destination Wasaga, that we are building a community-led plan that reflects resident values and the importance of everyday use, that we're focused on transforming Wasaga Beach into a sustainable, fun, four-season destination with a waterfront and a downtown that people will be proud of, that we are elevating heritage and nature, especially Nancy Island and the dune ecosystem and everything that makes this our community special, and that we're ensuring that we are not that these elements, which are iconic and fantastic and wonderful, that those are not overshadowed by any new investment. And finally, that we are maintaining the principle that the beachfront will remain publicly owned and open to everyone in Ontario and beyond forever. The case study also looks at the extensive public engagement that has gone into this Destination Wasaga Master Plan so far, and the importance of that and the positive messages that it sends to our partners and potential investors. Moving on. One of the items that it also highlights is the fact that we are using innovative approaches to attract or secure investment. And specifically, I want to highlight here that the case study outlines that the significance of keeping the beachfront public is not just the right thing to do, it's actually essential. It is a core part of the Wasaga Beach brand. By protecting the beach, we are ensuring and giving investors assurance and confidence that the destination's core brand will be preserved forever. I'll just wrap up with this final slide, which is basically the purpose of the case study, which is to provide reflections and lessons for other communities across Canada. I'd like to conclude by simply just speaking now to the importance and what this really means. Why does this matter for Council, but also for our citizens? This case study really does provide an independent national validation of Council's vision, but also our approach to the Destination Wasaga project. This isn't just our plan, it's being recognized by a federal agency, the Federal Tourism Agency. It shows that we are aligned with national priorities and best practices in destination development. and it specifically points to community-led planning, year-round development, and a shift to transformational tourism that generates wealth and well-being, not just visitor numbers. In plain terms, what we are doing, or we're heading in the right direction, and Destination Wasaga is demonstrating, or Destination Canada is demonstrating this to other communities across Canada. Secondly, this case study elevates Wasaga Beach, and it strengthens our position moving forward. It puts us on a national stage as a model for other communities, as I have said, and that kind of visibility helps to attract investment, partners, and attention. This will strengthen our hand when we're asking for provincial or federal funding, and we're already seen to be aligned with the direction that all levels of government are heading in. When Canada's Tourism Agency highlights our work, it signals to others that this project is real, it's achievable, and it's worth investing in. And finally, as I said, it really does validate that we are on the right track. The case study reflects back to the exact steps that this council has taken: land assembly, public-private partnership, and community-driven master planning. The case study highlights investment readiness, meaning that the groundwork that we have laid is what enables real projects and dollars to flow. It provides independent validation, and it validates that we are using best practices. In other words, again, the strategy, our plan, and our approach are all aligned with all levels of governments. Our strategy is working, and we need to keep going. Thank you.